It's time to self-actualize. It's time to become the best version of myself. Number one, I'm gonna get fluent in Vietnamese. It's been 8 years now that I've lived in Vietnam. I know I should be fluent. It's not an easy language to learn, but I've been given an ability, a special ability, I think, to learn language as well. My pronunciation, I think, is very good, given the fact that Vietnamese is not my native language. I know it needs to get better, but I'm determined to make it better. I just booked 3 lessons per week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'll be studying with my old teacher. I'm also practicing every day with Trang's mom, practicing every day with Trang, and practicing with people outside in the neighborhood. Today, I went to church, practiced with some people, practiced learning some words at church, and then afterwards, I went to buy some watermelon, practiced with the aunties over there selling the watermelon. After that, I went and I went to a come down place and I bought some orange juices for myself, Trang, and her mom. And I practiced speaking Vietnamese with the guy selling orange juice and with his dad. I'm gonna be posting my journey of learning Vietnamese on my Patreon, so go check it out there. But if you're checking out these YouTube videos, you're definitely gonna see improvement in my Vietnamese, because part of me becoming the best version of myself will be getting fluent in Vietnamese. That's a promise I'm making to not only you guys as the viewer, but myself as well. Fluent in Vietnamese. The goal is to do this in the next 3 months. That might be a lofty goal, but why not aim for it? Because if I don't make it there, what's the loss? That I get really good in Vietnamese? Hopefully, if I don't get there, if I don't get fluent by 3 months, I'll get fluent by the end of the year. What is being fluent in Vietnamese gonna do with me? It's gonna allow me to communicate fully with Trang's family first. That's really important to me. I wanna be able to take part in conversations comfortably. I don't wanna be lost. I wanna be able to have them be able to explain complex ideas to me, and for me to be able to follow those things, to be able to express myself fully without inhibition, to be able to express myself the way I express myself in English, which I think, is obviously very fluent. English is my native language, but I want to get to that level of fluency in Vietnamese. I'd like to use Trang as an example of inspiration, the way that she's learned English as a Vietnamese speaker. If I can get to her level in English, in myself in Vietnamese, I think that's the right goal to aim for. So, self-actualization and becoming the best version of myself. First things first, getting fluent in Vietnamese. That's gonna be my number 1 priority. My number 2 priority in my journey to self-actualization, getting fit. Going to the gym, getting fit, losing the weight, getting in really good shape. I wanna do this. I think the health benefits are obvious. Sound body, sound mind. I feel a lot better when I start my day in the gym and eating well, eating healthily. I think it's gonna be crucial in terms of doing what I need to do creatively and doing what I need to do just throughout my life. So getting in good shape. I haven't really been in good shape, honestly, since I was probably like 23. Last time I was in amazing shape would be like age 21. I was down to like 10% or less body fat. I don't know if I quite want to get there, but let's set the goal at 15% body fat. So that should be a point where I'm starting to like see real definition in my muscles, kind of close to a 6-pack level. Eating a healthy diet is going to be a huge thing for my physical fitness too. So I've been eating mostly Vietnamese meals lately, eating a little bit bigger meals in the morning, in the afternoon, and smaller things like some fruit, maybe a little bit of protein later at night. But the diet, eating the clean Vietnamese food and avoiding, the really processed foods and things like that, that's crucial for my physical well-being as well. The next priority, very related to that, will be taking care of my mental well-being. So making sure that I am doing the things I want to do, like going into church, creating community there, which helps me feel better mentally. Doing positive things for my mental well-being, like reading, learning Vietnamese will be a huge thing. Make sure that I keep regular contact with my family, talking to my dad, talking to my mom, talking to my relatives. Always helps my mental state of mind. They're just able to give me perspective on things that I can't really realize myself sometimes. There's a lot of times where I'm dodging. Most of my comments on YouTube are very positive, but there's a lot of times where I'm kind of dodging some negativity. I do a good job to just ignore it. I don't get into a back and forth with people who are saying negative things on YouTube. It's just not really worth the time and effort. But sometimes negative comments and negative reinforcement, it does take a little bit of a toll on you as a creator. That's just the reality of it. Having those things like being in good physical shape, taking care of my mind by keeping my mind active, focusing on my mental well-being, seeking out some professional help for my mental wellness. So I will seek out help from a counselor to talk through some things. Just continue to work on myself mentally and get to where I want to be, so that I'm taking care of myself as a whole. And the fifth thing is doing the work on my YouTube channel, continuing to work hard on my YouTube channel. Plans in the near future are hiring an editor to do some professional style edits, really cut down these videos to, I've listened to a lot of the comments you guys put on the I Feel Like Giving Up video. What a treasure trove of comments, by the way. Thank you very much for all those comments, giving me suggestions, offering words of kindness, words of support. I've read through all the comments. There were over 200 of them. I really, really appreciate everyone for taking the time to write a little something. 99% of those things were positive and reinforcing, and you guys gave a lot of good suggestions as well. So things that stick out to me in terms of like highlights are cut the videos down to a shorter length, keep in the exciting things, the highlights of the video, and kind of cut out some of the more dull parts of the video. I think that's a great idea, and I'm going to put that into action with a professional editor. I'm also going to do my best to get some subtitles on there as well. I still have to talk to that editor, but it looks like we found somebody. So very excited about that. Continue to get videos out regularly. It might not be an everyday thing anymore, but it's going to be, I'm gonna aim for like 5 videos a week. So that's the goal, to get consistent, regular content out. Have a regular uploading schedule so you guys know when to expect videos, and you guys can rely on a set schedule. Kind of like a TV show. If you watch something like Always Sunny in Philadelphia on TV, you know that it comes on at, for example, 7 p.m. on these days of the week, like Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm making that up. I'm not sure what days it comes on. But you can rely on that set schedule. I'm gonna make it so that you can rely on my set schedule of uploads so that you can tune in and watch and you know when the videos are coming. I'm gonna continue listening to audience feedback as well. I think that's a huge positive of having the comment section on YouTube, is hearing what you guys have to say, listening to what you guys want. More of a proactive approach in terms of putting surveys in the community posts, like what sort of content do you guys like, and you can vote on it. And just more in the way of really listening to what you guys want and delivering on those things. Making it a little bit less about, oh, I kind of just feel like doing this today, and a little bit more planned out. I'm gonna have themed series as well. So you guys can expect in the future this sort of series, which I'll do, X amount of times per week or X amount of times per month. And I'm really excited about those theme series. I think one of them might be like a temple series. One of them might be an alley exploration series. I'm gonna dive deeper into all of the comments on the I Feel Like Giving Up video and see what was in there, and kind of get a consensus of, okay, a majority of people really mentioned this, so let's make this into a series. Working on the channel and doing it with more of a what is my audience craving mindset. All of the things that I'm doing right now are in an effort to become the best version of myself, and I hope that it shines through in my videos. It's almost like those steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 are gonna lead to step 5 in terms of working on my channel. I think learning Vietnamese is gonna be huge for my channel, getting fluent in Vietnamese. There really aren't a lot of Western YouTubers in Vietnam that are fluent in speaking Vietnamese, so I definitely think that can set me apart. And it's just something that I love doing. I love learning languages. I learned Spanish pretty well, self-study. Learned to speak Spanish to a point where I can have conversations fairly easily in Spanish. It's time to get serious about learning Vietnamese, and hopefully that enhances the content and makes it more interesting for you to view as an audience. Something someone told me a long time ago, it's beach season. I think it was like, it's cutting season. Summer's coming up, it's beach season. For me, it's self-actualization season. It's time to become the best version of myself. I plan on doing that and delivering that to you in a creative way. So let's go. I hope this video inspires you to self-actualize as well, become the best version of yourself. There's really no risk in doing this. It's all reward. It's hard work. It's gonna be hard work for me, but let's share the journey together. Let's share the hard work journey together. Let's all become the best versions of ourselves, and let's see what we can do with it. I want to thank my Patreon members, my crew members, Thanner, David, Jonathan, Justin, and Matt. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I hope you guys like this vlog. I hope it inspires you to become the best version of yourself. If you liked it, click the like button, subscribe to the channel to support the growth, and leave any comments. Yeah, I'm really happy to hear from y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next vlog. Peace.